What have you learnt about technologies from the process of constructing this product? I used Adobe Photoshop CS5 for manipulating any images or shapes used on my 4 pages and to make my cover, and Adobe InDesign to produce my magazine contents and double page spread. I resized many images in the production of my 4 pages. This is how I resized an image in Photoshop. I selected my image and then clicked on the edit button on the toolbar. Then went down the drop menu and selected Free Transform. Hold down the Shift key on your keyboard as you drag the image from one of the corners to maintain the aspect ratio of your image, or you can click the button underneath your toolbar that will appear once you have checked the Free Transform tool, which looks like a chain in the figure of 8, and this will do the same thing. Never drag your image from any other place other than the corners, as this will stretch it and become distorted. Then click the button which looks like a tick to apply the transformation. This makes the images the right size for what they need to be throughout your magazine without the proportions being changed. Resizing your images in Photoshop, the quality will be higher than doing it using InDesign. What I did to change the text size, font and colour. Click on the text tool. Click where you want to place your text on your image and type the text. And then click onto the font drop-down menu at the top of the screen to choose which font you want to use. Use the drop-down menus to choose the size as well. You can change the colour by clicking the colour box next to the font menus at the top of the screen also. Changing the colour is good because it makes your work stand out more and it's more interesting to have colours. Don't choose too many as it will make it more confusing and not look as professional. Use the colour picker tool to choose the colour you want if you're wanting one similar to the colour on your screen to be different, or make it go with your colour scheme used. Select the layer of the image you are cropping using the Select tool. Select the Crop tool and drag the edges to the size you want the image to be cropped. Let go and the desired area will become highlighted. Move the highlighted area with your cursor to change the area you want to crop. Again, click the tick to apply this. This tool is useful if you only want part of your image. I used this for my page number when I made it for my contents page, so I could change how much extra space there was in the image. I use the smudge tool, blur tool and dust and scratches tools to edit a small part of my image, like smooth out the appearance of skin slightly, but not too much as the image was already high quality so I didn't need much editing. I did this on my model's neck and face area. Click the filter button at the top of the screen, click noise and then select dust and scratches. Select the smudge tool on the left hand side toolbar. Select the blur tool on the left hand toolbar at the side of your screen. Also, I removed a mole and some spots from my model skin using the clone tool. This makes the image look better and gives it a professional touch, as all the images we see have been airbrushed in some way, although my images didn't need much editing as the quality of most of them was quite high. The one which I used this tool on was the image for my front cover. To do this, select the clone tool on the left hand toolbar. Click on an area you want to clone, then place this onto another area like a spot or a mole. Now that area will be the same as the cloned area. I also used the dodge tool to whiten the white of the eyes and teeth of my model on the front cover to make the image look more sharper, and to give that dazzling smile look of all the celebrities. Select the tool from the left hand toolbar and click on the areas you want to whiten. I use the college scanners to upload sketches and scans of magazine pages to my blog. I use mainly iMovie to make my videos for my blog, and also one on Movie Maker, as it would not work on iMovie. I added text effects and edited the timings, cut my video clips and faded in sound on certain videos, and also added some transition, e.g. fade to black at the end of the videos. I used the share tool after finishing the video in iMovie and in Windows Movie Maker. Then I selected YouTube on the drop down menu and I filled in my account details, named the video and selected Publish. I copied and pasted the URL and also used the share button to embed my video onto my blog as well, using the embed code. I used the Web 2.0 site Bubblers to make plans for some of my work. I used the Canon EOS 1000D digital SLR camera. I learnt how to manually change the focus and exposure time as well. Also how to change the different settings on the camera so I could choose the preset modes of function, for example the portrait setting. For the shoot at the gig I decided not to use the SLR and use my own Fujifilm 5px camera as the SLR was very expensive and the gig will not be a suitable place for using this. I used a tripod to reduce camera shake. I also used different lighting. The lighting system used were Interfit 150 and it was mainly 2-way and 3-point lighting that I used. I also used the infrared sync and the flash sync cable to shoot the images to get the flash at the correct timing.